Yeah, awesome. Well, nice to have you on. I hope others join from Canada as well and people start joining the call. Um, I am so excited to be back and trying to integrate. Um, you know, Africa is just, whew, it's in my heart. It had been over 30 years since I had been there, and it was so beautiful, you guys. All of it, all the experiences, the Life Vantage part of it, and then the extension trip that Scott and I took, which, Rwanda is like, I can't even talk about it. It's so beautiful, and just the healing that's happened over these 30 plus years, a country that's rebuilt itself. And, I, the lessons, Scotty, can you bring me that book, honey? I'm sorry. So yeah, it's immaculate. It's right there, I think, on the kitchen table. I thought it was. Anyway, so I just wanted to, before we dive into convention and all of that, I just really wanted to share with you. You don't see it? Okay, I don't know where it is. Anyway, it was the immaculate, this beautiful woman who's the well, she was the sole survivor in Rwanda of her family. It's a beautiful book, and I'll have to find it. I just finished it. I read it on the plane in one day. It's like 275 pages, and I couldn't turn the page down. It's called Left. I couldn't put the book down. It's called Left to Tell, and she was her entire family was massacred. Her dad, teacher, principal, her mom. These are, college educated families. In 1994, in one week, a million people were massacred. Thank you, Scotty.
3 months.
In 3 months, 3 months. Um, so this is Immaculate. She lives in New York now. She travels all over the world. I would recommend this book to anybody. It is such a beautiful book about faith and how the woman, like, these guys were looking at her and didn't see her. Her faith was so strong. It's such an empowering, inspirational book. And part of this is like, I think of, discovering God amidst the Rwandan genocide. Her brothers were murdered. She grew up overlooking a lake. They played, like they didn't know anything about racism. They were, this came about because of, I don't even want to get into the politics of it, but in Europeans going over there and then seeing a difference in the way Tutsis look and Hutus look, and then measuring the difference, and then just they were creating this separation. And already these people were intermingling and getting married and having children. So many times you couldn't tell who was Hutu. They had to have a card, an ID card. Anyway, the whole thing, the genocide in 1994 was horrific. I was in Rwanda 6 months prior to the genocide. I could see the French troops there. I was just so, I didn't even understand what I was in. And then to go back 30 some years later and, knowing, like, as you walk into my house, it's all Africa on the right side. When I say Africa's in my DNA, in my heart and soul, it is. And, a little Rwandan girl singing to me and singing, and, I'm sure she's not there. I'm not sure she's not on this earth anymore. But it was just so beautiful, though, to see the rebuild and to see these people so happy today. And the country so gorgeous, you guys, rolling hills, volcanoes, lush farmland, just living off the soil, healthy, thin people, you know, tall, short, all kinds. And just, it was so, that part I think was probably my favorite part of all. The Life Vantage portion was extraordinary. I can't even begin to. I've never experienced what they shared with us, what they gave us on this trip, and I'm, you know, I didn't have that trip on my radar, you guys. This is just what happened, right? From doing the do for so many years consistently. And at times it's high and low, at times it's slow and fast, and at times it's, emotional, right? All of this. So, thank you, Michelle. So you all helped me get there, and I'm so grateful for that. So I want all of you on the next trips. We saw the big five animals. We saw Amy Dippold's truck, Jeep saw a zebra being born. She shared the video with us. Unbelievable to see a mama giving birth on a road and so vulnerable, right? Like lions could get them right then and there. It's just like the wild is calling. And it was so fascinating to see all the animals and the giraffes and the zebras and the elephants, and I mean just all of it. I just want to share that with you, not to brag, but just like the possibilities for what you want in your life are there, and everybody's deserving. Many of you have been on trips before with LifeVantage, and you know what they do. It's not too late for this Alaska trip. This is the last month, and they are almost full. So, there's gonna be people get it done early, front load it this month. But I know there's so many of you that have been working. Mia and Dawn are just cut right there. So get it done early. And it just, you guys, this trip was so deep. And India has always spoken to my heart and soul as well, but this to me, to be in nature, mother nature, and to see animals, so beautiful. And Michelle V, you're close. Come on, girl, let's get it done.
Mm.
So this is the thing. We have Jolene Miller tonight doing the Life Vantage opportunity at 5 p.m. Mountain, and that's Arizona time. But you guys, next week, guess what? Arizona's on Pacific. I didn't realize the time
Hey,
change is this Sunday night. That's crazy.
I want to take you to emergency.
So, and Maria, I'm going to
Just to
have
check
you
you.
speak in just a minute because I'm going to welcome you. I'd love to have your camera on in just a moment because she's a new consultant under Sveta, Dr. Silverman. So I really want her to share and see your face. But you guys, I really wanted to share this about this trip, and then, you know, um, it was intimate, it was beautiful. Cape Town, of course, was so much fun, and being in the open air, and it was very windy. And then we ended up going to the Kampama Game Lodge, which is in the northern part of South Africa, in a town called Hoedspruit. And just people from all over the world. It's just beautiful. And we were the only ones at this resort, by the way, the only ones at this private reserve. After that trip, Scotty and I took off for Zimbabwe to see Victoria Falls. We stayed it was like a private, this whole last second week was like, it's off season, just becoming off season. So literally everything was private for us. Like we're at this Belgium hotel in Victoria Falls that's like a bed and breakfast, and very small, looking over the Zambezi River, and lush trees and warthogs coming on the lawn. Not only did they have a robotic lawnmower round, look like, the vacuum cleaners, looks just like that. It's a lawnmower, really quiet
That's a
though, going all over the lawn. And all of a sudden you see these warthogs. And I was like, Puma from Lion King. And it was so fun to see, the animals right there. And then we took a cruise on the river that night, a sunset cruise. Then we flew the falls, we walked the falls, we flew the falls, flew over in a helicopter. They made a beautiful video for us, that we got for like $50, you know? And then, and that was all surprise, just a surprise. But to overlook those falls, you guys, this is one of the seven wonders of the world, seven natural wonders of the world. And Scotty, if you want to come in and say anything, I'm putting him on the spot, just because I don't know if he wants to, but he hasn't been feeling great, so he's been resting a lot. But it's it's a lot traveling, right? A lot of hours. And then from there, we flew from Zimbabwe to, we had to go to Nairobi first to get on a flight for Kigali, Rwanda. And Rwanda is really where, we went to see the gorillas up in the mountains in Volcanoes National Park. So literally, we took a 1 a.m. flight out of Nairobi, arrived in Kigali at, I don't know, 6 in the morning. Our driver picked us up. They had this beautiful coffee shop sitting outside of the airport. So we sat with our driver, who was a genocide survivor. His entire family was murdered, massacred when he was 5. He went into an orphanage and he was adopted by some family. He he spoke to, and I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, but um, I don't know if it was the actual murderer or one of them, but he talked to them in the prison. He needed closure. He started having PTSD. This guy's about probably 38 years old now, and has a wife and 2 children. And he said, "We're not Tutsis and Hutus. We're one. We're one." And they've rebuilt. So that was just beautiful. We had him for 3 days. He was our driver. He took us to 3 hours away from Kigali, the capital of Rwanda, which also was destroyed during the massacre. And it's all rebuilt. It's a thriving city. And then, now I hear all this stuff about Africa not getting aid. So I'm just really pissed off about all of that. And eh, anyway, so with all of that, you guys, I just want and to see the gorillas in their natural habitat, to be hiking up in the jungle, and literally, machetes, it's going through some of the bush, and peeing in the bush, and all of it, and having a one person with a rifle in case, like, I think it was buffalo or something, in case something came our way that they needed to protect us, but nothing like that has happened. And we were up close and personal with the gorillas, which was really fabulous. So one of them came up to me like at 2 times. One time high-fived my foot, and I was like, "Oh!" And you hear it. I think I played that. I'll be posting more of. And then the one that same one just like did a stare down of me. And that's when our guide, who used to work with Diane Fossey, by the way, um, and we went to Diane Fossey's museum. We went to the Genocide Museum. It was beautiful. It just everything just was. It was like it's like a dream trip for sure. And I wish that whatever your dream trip is, put it on your vision board and make it happen, and it will. And LifeVantage is a vehicle for that for you, and it's not always easy. Um, and as you know, but we need to get back to our story, the activation story. And the activation story, what LifeVantage is about. And I'm really excited about it. I love our products. I personally love the GLP-1. I'm not taking it for weight loss. My husband lost 10 pounds on it and they maxed out at that, but he's lost more weight. And I'm just doing it for metabolic health. I've reduced the amount that I'm using. I've been talking a lot with Joanne, um, and about, just why are you taking it? Finding out people's why they want to do it. I have someone who doesn't need to lose weight, but she's on it. And then, and she's been on it for about 3 weeks, and she was having sugar cravings, which she had never had before. And there's reasons for that. And I explained that to her. And especially if she's working out, finding out what she's eating. Um, that sometimes the body wants sugar really quick for a fix because their blood sugar gets elevated many times when you're being really physical. So all these things can balance out. The thing is, we're not here to convince anybody about taking GLP-1 or collagen or anything. We are in the business of educating people and be Babs. Yeah, I know. So I think, so sometimes people can't take those 4 scoops, right? That may be a lot for people. I personally feel better when I don't take 4 scoops. I'm doing 2. I have my 2 in here. Um, Tyler Daniels, we're at a wine tasting. In Cape Town, I sat with him. Scott and I sat with him and Tasha Daniels. He's a presidential leader. He's one of the founders of LifeVantage, one of the founding consultants. And he never has these conversations because he always talks the business. And the products are amazing. We know the science is there and the products are great and they work. Now, sometimes, people might have some adverse and though that's fine, but get back to the basics of what we have. We have an opportunity. I texted with him this morning, asked him to come on a call. Tasha's going through some stuff right now, so he wants to wait, but he wants to be available to talk about this beautiful opportunity, which is a product. And just know what you guys have your hands on. We have products, we are reducing oxidative stress. We're reducing the root cause. Get back to the basics and show up for yourself and your team and the collagen, all of it. It's all there for people and they can pick and choose what works for their health goals. And that's what we have to remember, right? So some this GLP-1 is a complicated system. Our hormones are complicated, and so we're all learning. And I think we just have to be really. We can still buy the Mind Body course separately right now, which is really great. They needed to do that, and they're learning too, you guys. This is none of the people in that 12-week study experienced some of the things that some of the people were experiencing, but it's still a really phenomenal product. And I think it takes time. It's like the hormone is the milkman, and the receptors are all over the body. So one milkman is trying to deliver certain things to different parts of the body. It takes friggin' time when our gut microbiome has probably been really different and hasn't been working as well as it could be. It takes time. So that's where people have to go, okay, what am I committed to? Joanne Shira Parkin's taking one capsule and I think 2 scoops every day. And she's just doing it for metabolic health. So I think there's just things that people can try to see what works for them. Okay. All right. Enough on that. I want to talk convention. Last night, Issa and I were on a call with the executives under the pose, and we are really wanting to have everybody, show up for convention. We're working on some amazing fun party. The night, probably, I think it's the Thursday night, and I'm gonna have Issa help me because she's so good. And she's so good at there's going to be gifts, you guys. There's going to be interactive tables for people to explore and have a little passport stamp. So I'm going to have her share a little bit more about all of that. We're still working on the details. So while LifeVantage is, I would, if you can get there on a Wednesday or Thursday and take advantage of the LifeVantage corporate tour, you have to register for that. You can do that in your back office. It'll allow you to do that. It's important that you see the corporate office. Do not go to Global Convention and not make time to see the global office and take time. It is an experience. You will be blown away. It is so inspiring and uplifting and words of empowerment everywhere. It is it's a I won't call it an amusement park, but it's really beautiful. It's so classy, and they see you, and that's what I saw when I went there. Is that and Issa's been to corporate several times, so many of you have. Raise your hand if you've been to corporate, right? And if you haven't, please make it a priority. There are tours. It tells you the times on Wednesday and Thursday, and then Thursday night. The tours are from 9 to 5. The store is open from 9 to 7. You're going to want to go to that LifeVantage store. You're going to want to get your packet. You're going to want to bring some healthy foods. And then there's going to be a break from 5 to 7. The corporate party is, I think, 7 to 10. Anyway, Issa, I'm going to let you talk because I'm probably all over
Okay.
the place.
Okay. Hi, everybody. So, yes, I saw Michelle's question. The LifeVantage corporate party, the company-wide party is Thursday night, and that's from 7 to 10. But what we're going to do is have this during that break of 5 to 7. We want to have a one person big difference party or gathering. So it's going to be a packed day. The LifeVantage corporate party from 7 to 10 is a disco party. Make sure you guys are like just find something really fun that you want to bring, go all out. So at that life at the one person big difference party, we just want to have more of an intimate gathering. There's a lot of new people. I believe last night we said there's 340 people coming from our one person big difference team. So it's growing. And, this is the first, I believe, you guys, convention since the GLP-1 launch where it's going to be different. I think our conventions are not going to have that same tiny, small feel, which is good. We've been waiting for this. And so we want to make sure that that feeling isn't lost, especially for new people. So this event, if they show up around like 5 until or if you need time to get ready and you show up to the one person party, we were talking about doing it 6 to 8 we have that 5 to 7 break. The corporate party is 7 to 10, but we'll have this room from 6 to 8 so people can kind of flow between or whatever. But we're going to have gifts for new people. We're going to have stations, like 4 stations, where they can do a quick testimony on video, things they can reuse for social media, make a personalized GIF of themselves, write themselves a letter, a success letter, or get a photo with the pose, things like that. And we're going to have a little passport that they stamp that they've been to all the stations, and then they get a gift. So we want to make it really special for new people. Again, because this is going to be I believe that the days, like I said, of us all knowing each other may have been past. So it's exciting. So just keep talking about convention, you guys. There's still so many people to invite, and new people, invite them, and invite people that are prospects. I'm always inviting people that are prospects that might want to get to know me and what I do better. So
Yeah, and
anybody have any questions on that? Also, I just want to mention, because I know all my ladies, my lady friends here, and it's a little harder for us guys, our outfit choices for convention, but there is a recognition gala. It's a black tie gala Friday night. Black tie meaning go all out, you guys. Wear something super fun if you want to dress up. If you don't want to dress up, you'll still be allowed to be in there. But this is an opportunity because, again, recognition, they can't be, having, it during convention with everyone that's rank advanced. So it's going to be a special event. They're going to make it really special, and black tie.
yeah, it's gonna, oh, thank you, Isa. That
Yeah.
was so good. And we're gonna be on a call later today too to just kind of fine tune all of this. But at least you'll know it's an experience. You're going to want to come to the one person big difference party from 6 to 8. Bring you guys snacks. I'm working on getting a room at the convention on Friday for the lunch break. I don't know if I'll get it or not. There is at the convention center a huge volleyball. I will call on Kalisha in just a minute. Hang on to your thought, love. Um, so I've asked for a room so that our team, Inspire Change, can meet for a lunch, and everybody can meet everyone on this team, and we can recognize people, but we could just have a lunch together. Um, the so I'll answer your question in a minute, Dawn. So it's what Issa and I were looking online for some healthy restaurants near the convention center. What we're just going to say is, you guys got to take charge of what you want to do for lunch. Um, I think it's going to be chaotic to go out for lunch break during the convention. Saturday night when things are over, yeah, find a restaurant, make reservations. I would think smaller groups are going to be easier to get reservations, than trying to get everybody that particular weekend because of this volleyball convention, and then of course LifeVantage. But if somebody knows a place that can put 40 people in a room, I've got like 50 people registered that are coming to convention. So we'll see what that looks like, but it seems to be a lot. Especially since now that's kind of the purpose of the one person big difference meeting. We will try to all sit together, maybe like the recognition night as well. That Friday night, like all get an area where we can sit together. These are the things, getting in line early before the doors open, bringing healthy snacks, all of those. We'll talk more all about that as we get closer, but I just kind of wanted to plant the seeds, I guess is what I'm trying to say for right now. Kalisha, where are you? Oh, we just lost her.
Can I answer Don's question, Marisa?
Yeah.
So the break is 5 to 7, Don. The corporate party is 7 to 10. But we're talking, people are going to need time to go to their hotels, especially if you're arriving that day, right? And if you got to get a disco outfit and all this. So we were saying the one person party maybe do it 6 to 8. So there's a 1 hour overlap, and then you can just walk over to the corporate party.
Yeah,
Um,
because the corporate
corporate
party's
party.
like an open house and it's loud.
It's going to be a DJ and all of that. So, um, yeah.
It's loud, and so this is a time for us to you want to meet people in this team, one person big difference team. You want to meet the pose if you've never met them in person. You want to get your picture taken with them. You want to get your picture taken with us. We're all a family. I don't get to see a lot of you. There's certain people I have coming that I've never even met in person. It's just been
Oh,
through
I see
virtual.
Kalisha.
Hi,
Yes. Hey,
Hi.
beautiful. Hi.
how are
Congratulations
you?
on your success. This girl is rocking it.
Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to get on here and bringing a couple of my friends to convention, and they're all very excited. They're not they're not that into the technology thing, and they have a hard time like responding and like different things. But I talk to them on the phone all the time, and my friend Lindsay, she is just ecstatic. She's so excited.
Oh,
So happy for you. Kalisha is rocking, sharing Axio with all her college friends, and we're just super happy for you.
Thank
You're
you.
doing such a great job.
Thank you.
uh,
Thank you.
So if you've not met Kalisha and you've not met the Merrills, you got to make sure you meet them. We all need everybody to meet everybody here, but their story, get to know people and their stories. And this is what builds your business, you guys. When you come to these conventions, you're going to meet people and you're going to get their telephone numbers and you'll put in your company name, LV, but maybe they're a nurse from Indiana, or maybe they had an issue that you knew about, or they're an entrepreneur and you've got, oh my gosh, I think this person could really relate. Get out in person, like between now and convention, and really be intentional. I'm going to be doing a Zoom with a couple that I met in the Nairobi airport. Yeah, Nairobi airport, up in the club room or whatever, wherever we were, um, to just kind of rest for a few hours before we got on our flight. And they had their two little girls with them, probably 8 and 10, and they had been to Mozambique. They had done safari. I'm like, wow. And they're a young couple from New Hampshire. And he has already texted me like 3 times. We were on the same flight from Nairobi to Paris. And
So
and then
exciting.
yeah, and he's wanting to know more. And she's a ASU grad, and she is like a physician's, helps physicians find jobs, physician recruiter. And anyway,
Awesome.
we'll never know where it'll go, right? But they're open. I think they open to the opportunity, but I don't even know that. We're just kind of getting to know each other, but they're it's kind of fun. So when you get
So
out and about, yes, Isa, hold
I
on.
was just going to say, speaking of new people, let's welcome Maria.
Oh, thank you. Maria, can you show your face? Maria, I just,
Yes. Hi. Hi,
hi.
everyone.
Can you show your face, beautiful?
Oh my gosh. Yes,
You're
I
so
didn't know I would be
cute.
on camera.
Yes. Look at me, hun.
Oh,
So,
you're beautiful.
Maria, tell us about you. Maria is brand new in LifeVantage and she's excited. And she was enrolled by Dr. Sveta Silverman, who can't be on our calls on Mondays. But of course, we all know who Sveta is, and coming to Global, you've got to meet Sveta. And Sveta and Maria go way back. So Maria, welcome, and please share your story. Why LifeVantage? What were you doing? How did this happen?
Well, yeah, it's I know Sveta, Dr. Sullivan, Svetlana, probably over more than 5 years. And I've been on the products. I started taking the products, and I love them. And it's just simple as that. I saw the difference. I saw the difference in my concentration, I energy, and I kind of started talking, having conversation with Svetlana. How can I be part of it?
Oh.
And she said, "You actually can become a consultant." I said, "Why did you tell me earlier? I would love
Mhm.
to. I would love to, because, like you said, the products work. There is a science behind. You have a fantastic support from, I don't know, all documents perspective. These calls are critical, and just I'm happy to be part of it. Just simple
Oh.
as that."
Maria, welcome. I love your heart. And Sveta's so excited. She goes, I got a Russian on my team.
It's
So,
hard with Russians. I tried, and I already trying with the again. I it's not like I know a lot about the products, but yeah, I'm just speaking from my personal experience, right? From what I see the changes been this product been doing to me. So
oh,
very, very excited, and I will do my best to come to this convention. The more I hear it about it, the more I realize how important it is to come and get this feeling and meet people. Yeah, thank
it's
you.
yeah, it's thank you, Maria. It is life-changing these events, and some of you know my story, or you know Mia's story, Dawn's story. You know, Dawn had been doing the business for Mia had been doing the business for 6 years, and Dawn came to a convention, totally changed his life, and that's when he said, "I'm doing this." So it gives you the vision on something that you can't transfer to people that don't go. And if you want to be successful, whatever, you have to really rethink your vision, why you joined LifeVantage, and your why. And if it's big, then remember it's big and get to convention and don't find an excuse. We're all busy. Everybody's busy, but this will give you everything you need to be successful. And I just can't even describe it. Isa left a retreat she was at in Costa Rica a day early to get to a convention. And had she not come, she would never have gotten it. I joined and knew nothing of what I joined. I just said yes to the science and the opportunity, but I really didn't understand what I joined. And then Carrie Williams, like, wouldn't let me say no. And I'm so grateful. So I'm telling you all, if you're not registered, get registered today. And I see who's registered. And I want you to be successful. And the only way you're going to be successful in this business is to get to convention. You will see, you will understand. And we have rooms, we have hotel rooms. There are several people who have hotel rooms that probably, got an extra one, and they may, get rid of it. But we're asking people, if you have a room and you're not going to use it, do not get rid of it yet. We have people that might need a room. And also convention ticket at the early bird rate. I'm sure we can find that for, I think it was 159, as opposed to right now it's 199. Dolores has a ticket at the lower price. So if you need a ticket, guys, look out for your people. Get one for somebody if you need to do that. But, you know, I'm investing in people that are coming to convention, bottom line. And I'm not saying that I'm not there for people, but this is important. This is a business. This isn't a hobby for me. If it's a hobby for you, that's great. then it'll be a hobby for you. But if you want it to be the multi-million-dollar business opportunity that it can be, and to give you the time that you want, to give you the freedom, the choices that you want, and the income that works for you while you sleep, then it takes showing up. And I say that because I love each and every one of you so much. And I want you to have what you want. Doesn't have to be what I have. It can be what you want. Maybe it's 2,000 extra dollars a month or 1,000. Okay, Dirk Leverett, thank you for being on. I appreciate you so much. And
Marisa, can I add something before
yes,
we
yes,
get off? I'm sorry. I just don't want to forget. We need, Michelle and I were talking, these Team Inspire Change opportunity calls. We are looking for people who want to step up
yeah.
and try to do this. This is not about knowing how to do it and showing up when you know how to do it perfectly. That's how we're doing it to learn, to get that, to build that comfort muscle. So if it's been on your heart to try, we're here, and reach out to, Michelle. Do you want him to reach out to you?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really want to be the coordinator of this, but
Okay,
you can reach out to me. I'm keeping a schedule. I just have enough to do, but
yeah,
reach out to me, and guys, I'll help you through the PowerPoint. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Amy just did it. Amy, would you unmute for 1 second and tell people, like, if you can, I know she's at work.
Congratulations, Amy.
It made her feel more confident, is what she told me, and just knowing the words to say when she's sharing LifeVantage. Amy, can you unmute? I don't know if you can.
Yes.
Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I certainly did not feel ready to do this, but just going through it with Michelle and just doing it, like, it wasn't bad at all. It's like, now I can do it. So I would just encourage everybody to just
Oh,
try it. It's not
that's,
that bad.
Can
that's,
I, Amy, can I make a comment?
yes.
Sure.
Uh, it was really good. I was
Oh,
there.
thank you.
It was very good. It was very, like, as if you've been doing that for a while. So natural. So yeah, it was good. And I hope I can leverage some of your from your deck, some information. It's just, yeah, it was very informative, short and sweet.
Thank you.
That's
that's so
amazing.
nice, Maria. I'm proud of you, Amy. Janet said she wants to try,
Yep.
so I'm
I-
happy to help too, Michelle, so that you don't feel that,
Yes.
just telling the story through the slides. You're not really reading
Oh.
slides to people, but just sharing the story.
Yeah, and this is what I told people. When I came to this company, the thing that I saw is that it wasn't duplicatable. Not the same person, like not anyone can just show up and do the presentation. Everyone was putting their magic on it and their spin on it and their slides on it. And I've been a network marketer, and what we want is duplication where everyone can do it. And so it isn't about being this master presenter. It is about knowing a little bit of information and bringing your passion. And so if you could just literally give what they've given you, they tell you what's compliant, they tell you what you can say. You don't read the PowerPoint, you mention a few things that pop and touch your heart. And so if we can just get it where we're presenting more, exposing more people, all of our businesses will grow. And so, Amy, I'm super proud of you. Good job.
Oh, Michelle, thank you. That was well said. And one of the things, Amy, I was listening to yours. I didn't see you, and I don't know if that's a setting in gallery or whatever, on
It
Zoom.
is. It is. We just, for this first time, we just had her share her screen, but next time up in Zoom, we can look at the presenter view more, but at this time she did it. So we're going to celebrate.
Yeah. No, it's great. And I learned because I didn't know that that was a thing. I guess mine just defaulted to that, so I didn't know that. So, but Amy, phenomenal. And anytime you want to do it again, sign up. Michelle, I don't want to put this burden on, not burden, but
Not a burden.
I don't want to put an extra thing on you. Is there a way that people would have access to a Google link and they could sign themselves up for that?
Yeah, if I set that up, but
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of Google link.
Yeah,
When you
I'm
you
not
don't have a team calendar, like I could just post some, I mean, someone's got to keep track of it. So just let me know if you guys want to do it. Janet, can you do March 24th?
I am just looking at the calendar. Yes.
So just so we're okay. So we need someone March 31st and then every Monday after that. So look at your schedules
And
and
March 24th, and then it's at, what is it, 5 o'clock in the
5
afternoon?
Mountain.
Right. So yeah, I should be able to do March 24th.
All right, I've got you down. And then guys, if you're interested, just let me know. It's not a burden. I wouldn't say that. I just
I
don't
know,
want
I didn't mean to say that. It came
just
out
don't
wrong.
want to be the person that is like the
task.
only person in charge of this. Like you guys can all volunteer too.
So I'd have a question regarding that though. Do you get to do it like or can we do a dry run through first at all or anything?
Yeah.
I've never
Yes.
done any of this before on PowerPoint, so I'm excited to give it a whirl.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will help you, Janet. Or
And I can do that too.
Okay.
And by the way, I just wanted to say if Billy and Tammy, Billy's on here, theirs was amazing also, and loved listening to them present. It
There
was
was,
wonderful
and-
also, and Amy was great.
Thank you.
It was excellent. And I just have to say, we must remember not to mention disease names because when we do, it doesn't become compliant and it's not duplicatable. So be very careful about dropping disease names when you're presenting.
Got it. Thanks for that. I want to just say to those of you who don't feel ready, I was not ready. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought we were going to do it the next Monday, but we needed someone for the 17th. So we're like, sure, we'll do it. And I totally wanted to prep and do all this stuff. And it just was not in the cards for me that day. And we just did it. And practice makes progress. Practice makes progress.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It was excellent. You did a great job.
thank you.
Oh, that's so good. You guys, I'm so proud of you for doing this and stepping up and saying you want to do it. So I'd like to see Anna and Lauren do this. I'd like to see Kalisha. I'd like to see Rosa. I'd like to see Adrian Gray and Donna, Dolores, every one of you that hasn't done it. You know, I pushed Jolene today. Jolene's amazing. Like, come on. I'm like, why? She goes, well, I'd like to do it maybe in 2 weeks. I go, no, I need somebody this Monday. And I said, you know, if you don't say yes, then you're never going to be ready. And so she said, okay. So I wish she could have been on the call today. But let's support her. You know, invite people to these, you guys. Invite people to get on these calls. And then remember now on Tuesdays for the month of March, March Madness, Angie Harper under Tara Wilson and Christy Vogt, they are doing these Tuesday at noon Mountain Time and 6 p.m. Mountain Time Zooms, 30-minute, very business forward, but they're each, and I put them in Telegram and Team Inspire Change, they're each targeted towards a specific profession. So I think tomorrow's is like beauty and teachers. And then there's one for first responders and who was it? I can't remember. Somebody help me. Hopefully people are looking at Telegram, Team Inspire Change, please, because that's where I'm putting all the broadcasting. I need you to see all that. But that one's going to be really, really good. They had great luck with them last year. They tried them last year. So Tuesday is beauty industry and teachers. Thursdays, first responders and military medical professionals. So it's Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon and 6 p.m. Mountain Time. There's influencers, there's business owners, all kinds of different people. And I'm just going to say one thing about the influencers, you guys. We have built this business, people to people, belly to belly, eye to eye. Get out there. At the Eric Worre Mastermind I was at, all people that are making 6 figures, 7 figures, while many do online, a lot of online stuff, everybody is talking about people wanting to be in front of people. Having home meetings, I invite you to do that. Getting to home meetings, getting to public events if you're able to set up a LifeVantage table. Make sure you've got some marketing materials, like start working on it, you know, and start showing up and being visible at a gym, you know, start showing up for people, with people, and being available to talk about it and asking people what their, you know, health needs are, or their, you know, the opportunity. Like, don't be afraid to share this opportunity. People are thinking more about their money when they wake up in the morning than they are their oxidative stress level. And we have an opportunity, and that's this business. in a company that's growing extraordinarily well right now. And you're a part of it. So thank you. Thanks for letting me share a lot. Anybody want to say anything else before we wrap up this call? I appreciate you being on. All right. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Remember 5 p.m. And then next, it's going to be next Monday, the Mountain Time Zone people in Arizona will be an hour earlier. We're going to keep the time the way it is for everybody, but we have to always adjust, okay? So just remember the call will be at 8:30 next. Oh, it won't be next Monday. Sorry, it's the third Monday. First and third Monday of the month. First and third Monday.
Marisa, are you still going to have the 5 p.m. call Arizona time, or is it going to move to 4?
Boy, what do you
No
think,
big deal,
guys?
but I think that, since it's your team and if you want to
I
keep it at
think
5,
we
it's good
keep
with
it.
me. We obviously would be changing it for everybody else.
What do you guys think?
I think you should leave it because I think 6 p.m., especially for East Coast, is going to be hard. People are at work, they're getting home, that kind of stuff. So I think it's better if you can leave it somehow so that it would be, what, 4 o'clock mountain time?
No.
No, it's
4
5
o'clock
o'clock.
Arizona.
Yeah, leave it 5 o'clock Mountain Time, and then Arizona, it'll be at 4.
Yeah, I think
I'm
you should
good with that. Are you guys good with that, you Arizona people?
Yeah, I
Are
am.
you Arizona people going to be inviting people to these calls that are going to now be starting next Monday at 4 p.m.?
Yeah.
Because it'll also mess with the MC and the SC calls if you change it.
Yep.
That's
That's
true.
true. That's very true.
Yeah. And always be promoting you guys, the ones that are presenting the SC and MC calls, that we have a special inner circle call. You can just keep it simple. For those that are growing their business, where they're getting even more training, because that helps others see, oh, they've got ways to elevate me and take me to this next level. You know what I mean? So they can see that there's a system for success. Keep the PowerPoint the way it is, you guys. I haven't added anything to it. I'm just trying to keep it very simple so that it's duplicatable. Okay? All right. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful day. See you on the call tonight at 5 p.m. Mountain. Bye-bye.